Sorry about that, I forgot to move my microphone from one side of my desk to the other. Just gonna build the rules real quick and then we'll get to it. I'm just gonna scoot my ass over here. Here I am. And welcome to the stream. If this is your first time here, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist. What I usually do on this specific stream. First of all, I'm going to move this window over here so I can actually read what you guys have to say. There we go. Or else I'm going to have to constantly swap out my glasses. So, yeah, that's a load of fun. So what I do on this specific stream is a color challenge. So what happens during a color challenge, I tell you guys in advance that I'm going to have a color challenge on the first or second Saturday of the month. My mat is filthy, there's hair, it's distracting me. And you guys give me some requests that I then put into the Wheel of Morality. And then the Wheel of Morality will pick 4 of those requests for me to draw in a limited color palette of usually 3 colors. Which I will then drop in the shop. There was a question on this one because somebody had submitted their OC and then they were like, wait, it drops in the shop because they saw the story before they saw the post. OCs do not get dropped in the shop usually. So OCs are safe, so don't worry about that. I will still draw OCs, but usually I don't drop them in the shop. And that's it, that's all. That's all she wrote. So first things first, I'm going to move this out of the way real quick because, as I mentioned, we are going to introduce the Wheel of Morality. We got a nice selection today, and since it's the holidays, I decided to change the color scheme to something a little more fun and festive. We got some Nintendo, we got some Simpsons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 suggestions right now this month, which means 4 will survive and 2 will die. Or wait until next month to be resubmitted. Let's get this show on the road. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we shall learn. And we are starting with Wario dressed as Scrooge. They did specify Ebenezer Scrooge, so I'm not gonna do Scrooge McDuck, but not saying it's not tempting. Let's all go to the photos. Let's all go to the photos. One thing I like about this specific mat is that it's all silicone, so when I put a pencil down, it fucking stays put. Also, this pencil is not working well with me. The lead keeps breaking. And I hate that because these are normally like super good pencils. And they're getting more expensive for me to get because of, well, vague gesture at everything. Alright, I just checked real quick that my microphone was not muted. Of course, at this point, I've drawn Wario like thousands of times, so I don't really need a reference. But I still have one anyway. And to those of you guys that are not subscribed to my newsletter, I will be taking a vacation. Like right now, I'm not even taking on, other than my 2 commission slots left, I am not taking on new jobs this month. And I will be going on vacation. I will not be streaming from the 22nd to the 4th, inclusively. Because it's the holidays. For those wondering, I am basing him off. I'm not sure which one this is. It's a Scrooge. But it's Wario, so it's a Scrooge in a very good mood. So let's say it's Scrooge after he had his little visit. Of course, I am working with Wario's features. Whereas Wario has normal little sideburns, I extended them to be full-on mutton chops over here. I feel that too often people forget that Scrooge did get a redemption arc. That was the whole point of the movie, really. So I am not going to draw a cranky Wario Scrooge. I'm going to draw a happy Scrooge, but he's still money driven because that's what makes Wario happy. And you know what? I knew I was going to forget something today. I completely forgot to tell you, to explain to you, the actual colors we're using. So, There's no time like the present. Present. Holidays. Haha. So today's colors, I'm going to start with the hex code so I sound like a weird Russian bot on the radio in the 40s. 545863 charcoal, 00E8FC electric aqua, and F96E46 burnt peach. Yum yum yum. Which in Ohuhu colors translates to GG5 green gray 5. Just take my word for it. Oop, I'm losing my notes. B050 Robin's Egg Blue. Also keep in mind, I've had this palette of markers for a while. It is more than likely that the codes will have changed by the time you guys go to shopping on Ohuhu. They recently changed their coding. But usually when you putting the old code, the new code will show up. That was my suggestion to them during the meeting. And finally, YR190 Cadmium Orange. So these are the colors we'll be working with today. Not very Christmassy, but I'm not the one picking the colors anyway, so... Oh no, this is a full, complete challenge. I am in charge of barely anything. Also, while we're here, let's have a little look-see at our progress in our little RPG portrait challenge. We only have this many pages left to fill in. We have the entirety of Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Breath of Fire 1. I think that's it. And I am currently in the middle of Breath of Fire 2. Click, clack. Okay, yeah, Chrono Trigger. I'm in the shot. Okay, Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Breath of Fire 1. Secret of Mana. Final Fantasy 6. Lots of playable characters in Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 7. And there's a series I started with Breath of Fire 2. We got Ryu, Bateson, we got Bo, we got Nina, and this week I just drew Rand, who is somehow very popular, way more popular than Nina. Yeah, I see you guys. There's a name for you, but I'm apparently not allowed to say it on YouTube. Alright, let's clean Wario up and then get started on him. I'm just going to define his other cheek real quick. Much better. I mean, I don't know for you guys, but when Wario is in his element, he strikes me as a very happy, positive guy. When things go his way, he's a very happy, positive guy. Oh boy, I don't know if you guys can see, my nib is starting to round. I might have to pull out the good one, but I don't know how it reacts to markers, so I'm going to do some line art here, out of frame, and I'm going to let it dry as long as I would let this dry, and then I'm going to test some marker on it and see how that works. Because I keep ruining my Kokoiros. can't have as small of a line art that I want. Boop, boop. What happens with my cocoyeros is if I dare use them on top of another substrate like dried acrylic or stuff like that, it will never draw again, and I don't know what causes that, but it hates being worked on another medium. So now I have 2 cocoyero pens that I'm trying to bring back. I'm just picturing him singing. Let's see if I can... Obviously, I can't reach his tone, but maybe I can gravel my voice enough. Oh, I don't think. Not right now. But he's probably singing something like... Jingle bells, Mario smells, Bowser laid an egg. I don't want to do his mustache or eyebrows right away because I want to see if they look good in gray. Let's let him dry. Hit everything on my way to get the Wheel of Morality. Make a mistake because the logo for the Wheel of Morality and my photos are pretty similar. Bring it back and see what the second prom is. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we shall learn. Bling, bling. Peppermint patty in Toriyama style. Now this one I know who it is. It's one of my friends. Not gonna say who, but the Wheel of Morality picked you, buddy. The idea is good, but it's not working out well. I know what I want to do, but it's not coming out, so we're going with another card. I'll leave that card out for later. Maybe I'm going to want to revisit it instead of trying to erase everything and redraw on top of that. Now I am begging my lid not to break, please. Of course, we gotta remember that Peppermint Patty does have a baseball league of her own, so this is why I am giving her a baseball bat. And of course, gotta give her her little freckles. Oh. Let me see if I can move the light a little bit, because right now where it is, it's kind of giving me a little grief. It is reflecting the oh, now I can see what I'm doing. It's reflecting the graphite, so I couldn't see shit. Of course, if it was just of me, I would then add some nails over there, but Peppermint Patty is not necessarily mean. But she wouldn't be that violent. Right, that's pretty good. Something in my mind, what happens if I also do some similar things too, because I also can draw other art styles? What do you mean? What do you mean? By the way, hi Bono. Like, what happens if I draw something Akira Toriyama style and you decide you want to draw something Akira Toriyama style? Absolutely nothing. What do you want me to do? I don't have copyright on style. Worst things that's gonna happen is Toei is gonna go and get on your ass, but not me. Ugh. My dad is heating up the house and I am hot. So I will adjust that right now. Like, the only real problem, I believe, when you draw another style, is if you start claiming, like, if you're at a point that you're really good at imitating the style, if you start claiming that it's an original from the original artist and start selling, then I believe there's a problem. Oh, thank you! Wolf Tracks just donated to the party. Thank you very much. That's very appreciated. Every little bit helps. Every single little bit helps. Especially right now because we're in the middle of the holiday preparation period. And let us not forget that I just spent a freaking fortune on myself. I got some glasses. They were expensive. Bad enough I'm not a fan of spending a fortune on myself. At least it was something I needed. But, like, I loathe getting stuff for myself right before the holidays because I would rather spend my money on my family. If you guys are hearing some heavy/ugly snarling, somebody has the audacity to exist outside the house. Lily is not a fan. Well, that came out pretty good. If trust the process was a card. Alright, back to Wario, but before that, we are going to get a little hydration going on. For I have the thirst, and it is mighty. I really should consider changing this. It is starting to smell something vile. Like, I don't know if it's the age, because this thing is easily decades old by now. No, it's just the years of accumulated hand fluids. but I don't want to throw it out just yet because, first of all, this is from Zellers. This is from Forever. Hi, Shiro. Sorry I'm late. Got up a bit too late today. As long as you rested, Crazy Cartoon Cat. That's all I'm asking. At least one of us got some sleep. I got some good sleep, but I woke up like an hour before my alarm and I couldn't get back to sleep because the video I picked to try and put me back to sleep until 8 had ads. So you tried to relax and suddenly the brand new Ford Focus 2026. Jesus Christ. Au bout des lampes, comprends-tu? But not just that. Yesterday, I had a bit of a little celebratory Let's Play stream for patrons on my Patreon. Played for 3 hours. Barely got anywhere. To celebrate finishing No Rest from the Wicked. Like, I'm done with the comic. You guys still have a couple pages left to see. At least until January. And, oh my god. So I was playing Earthbound Deluxe on casual difficulty. Good freaking god, it was on casual. Oh my god. To say that I struggled. So long story short, what happened was that in this hack, which is a really big hack, it changes a lot of graphics, changes some of the dialogue, well, mostly all the dialogue, back to the Japanese script, just not in Japanese, so I can actually read it. It adds a lot of new stuff, and it has different degrees of difficulty. Therein lies the issue. So it has 4 levels of difficulty. The difficulty of original Earthbound, but you don't get shit. Casual difficulty, which is more or less equal to Earthbound. And you get access to the extra after game content, but not the during the game new content. Deluxe, where you get access to everything, and Insane does what it says on the tin. So I actually have 2 playthroughs going on, one on my iPad in Deluxe difficulty, and one for the patrons on casual difficulty. And oh my god, it is anything but casual. Where we last left off, I was on my way to go save Paula, and in this hack, your characters all start at level 1, like in Mother 1. Which, if I'm not mistaken, in North America, they don't start that low. So it was a thing of trying to level up Paula at least a little bit. Because I don't leave and come back for the Lilliput Steps in Happy Happy Village. I rescue Paula, I go straight to Lilliput Steps. I don't care. Paula died like 3 times. 4 if you count when she died at the boss of Lilliput. I kept saying during the stream, this is casual difficulty. And I don't even struggle that much in regular Earthbound. Like I did say at one point that I never visit the hospital in regular Earthbound. I never need to. But in this hack, oh my god. But if you want to see me struggle, I mean, the archive of that specific playthrough is available to subscribers, and I have $1 tier, and everything is available to any level of subscribers. It's a pay what you want model, but pay. There's also a preview of a piece I'm going to start posting this week that I did for the Red Dot auction. Which helps kids through art. And I'm like, my god, take my money, you know? Well, take my money. More like, I'll make a piece and you take the money that piece makes in the auction. And this year, I get to actually talk about it because it's not a silent auction. They even requested me to sign my name on the front and send them a little blurb about myself and a picture. And encourage me to share it on social media. Which I will, because I worked really hard on that piece. I work really hard on all my Red Dot pieces. But this one... Subscribe to my Patreon so you get to see the entire history of that piece that I did in one day. Wish I could have seen that. I mean, you still can't. The lowest tier is $1. And Wario looking like Scrooge McDuck. It was tempting. It was tempting to draw him smaller and no pants, just like Scrooge, but with a tasteful censor, of course. And I'm like, no, I have to behave. I'm in public. Darn it. That's another thing I like about private streams for Patreon. I can put any music I want, and nobody's gonna get up my ass for copyright. And I sing along to it, and if the patrons are not happy about that, well, sorry, it's natural, it comes out by itself. That's awesome. Thank you. Now the live stream playthrough was 3 hours. In that time I rescued Paula, did everything I needed to do right up until Jeff joins us and we capture the zombies. And that's where we're at right now. I didn't start a new game for the special stream. I have been playing here and there in between, waiting for Gabe's feedback while working on some Smack pages. So it was like, I work a little bit on a page, I do the sketch for a page, I send it to Gabe, wait for the feedback. While I wait and I'm on stream for the patrons, I play a little bit of Earthbound. I get the feedback, I stop Earthbound, I go back to the drawing, I continue a little bit, and so on and so forth. Somehow I can see Wario doing that. Yeah, that's what I said when you weren't yet there. When things are going well for Wario, I see him as a very happy, positive guy. Then of course there's... And like, the dude loves his outfits, okay? Dude changes outfits more often than Mario before Mario Odyssey. So I don't think he would really mind being half naked. He would probably mind, but if there's money, I don't think he's even going to notice. Like, God, where are my pants? Would Wario have an only whack? What do you guys think? And it's literally just him live streaming, picking his nose with his little finger. Like getting tomato cake. Yeah. He doesn't care. Cake is cake. Every cake is my favorite cake. Okay, I'm starting to get my Wario back a little bit. That's good. Of course, I don't have the registry to make a perfect Wario. But my Wario is coming back. Oops. Of course. While I'm here, I wanted to see... Oh no, you're fine. If I let you dry enough. As long as I'm careful. Okay. Because I was testing if this one would be good when properly dried with markers. Especially a juicy one. So we're done with Scrooge Wario. Might cause local blindness. Local? You're generous. There's a lot of Wario per square inch. All cakes. All cakes are my favorite kind. Not to be confused with Waluigi's wah. That's why I say when you say it's a wonderful life, it is imperative. It is the important detail when saying the title of the 8th issue. You have to quack. You have to quack the wah. Or else it's just sparkling Waluigi. You have to say it's a wonderful life. Not it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life. Alright, let's place you. These are very summery colors, but that's what Coolers got and gave me, and that's what I'm going to use. Because, like I just said, I don't pick the colors. I just go to coolers.com and I then roll a d20, and then I randomize the palette until I reach the number on my d20. Ah, shoot. Well, technically my merch store is still on sale, but I should take that off. Because the sale was extended, but I don't know if it's currently still extended. And there we go. There we go. I think this is a stream where I forgot to do the most shit. Back to you, Peppermint Patty. Also, I've recently drawn a very concerning looking Santa, and I tagged EC Comics with EC Comics, call me. Look, I'm trying here. I know I'm known for my cute shit. But I'm also good at horror. And I would love to get to do some official horror stuff. Which is one of the reasons why I'm considering semi-retiring Bootleg Cookie starting next year. So I actually have the time to work on other stuff. Bootleg Cookie has been going for 10 years. And what do I have to show for it? 288 subscribers on Tapas. And some of them is for Irritated Replayer, which updates only every 10 subscribers. I mean, who's the creator that started blaming his fans? Shit, I got his comic in my head. But he had a donation or a Kickstarter going on, he didn't make it. And then he had a meltdown and blamed his fans for not succeeding. He apologized like a year later. And I was gonna say I better not start pulling a stunt like that. But it is true that despite my best effort, I am just not seen. Like, there's only so much shit I can blame on my shyness. No, I love your stuff. I said semi-retiring. Like, it wouldn't be updated every week like it used to because I'm starting to run out of memories. So every time I have an idea, I would do a stream and post a comic and stuff like that. But not every week. So I would be able to work on other stuff, because I would like to work on other stuff. And one of the things I want to work on is to put the archives, the entire archives of Bootleg Cookie on Global Comics, so I could get some sort of monetizing. Sounds like all kinds of classy. Whoa, I actually won? Yeah! The wheel of morality turned in your favor! And then by Mom's constant requests, I do plan on making some physical copies of Bootleg Cookie to put on Amazon. That sounds like such a marketing scheme, isn't it? My mom's last word were, print your book. My mom is fine. It's not her last words, but she really does request paper versions of a bootleg cookie. That part's true. You know what this color scheme is doing to Peppermint Patty? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Also, for a second there, I thought you were drawing Wendy from... See? That's exactly what I just said! That is exactly what I just said! And with that, we're done with Patty. I feel like if I try to put in a background, we're going to lose some contrast. And well, the third color, not so much Peppermint Patty-ish, you know? Peppermint Patty does not do neutrals. Suddenly I'm craving Wendy's. I haven't had Wendy's in years. Last time I had Wendy's, I think it was practically 10 years ago, almost. Back when I could still afford traveling to the next province over. There we go. Alright, third prompt. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we shall learn. Marge Simpson. Well, this is going to be interesting. Where is my photo app? I've had a lot of people ask me for Homer. Same. Like, just this past year, I think I had like one regular Homer, one donut Homer, and the year before I had... I'm pretty sure I drew donut Homer twice in my life. And then I had another Homer that would eat a donut, and so Marge is a nice change, actually. I mean, it's really the eyelashes that makes it. gotta stop pressing harder when I want to correct a line. I need long fingers. Marge has long, slender fingers. For those wondering what I'm doing, a little bit of cheesecake doesn't help. Doesn't hurt, I should say. I'm very concentrated. I'm trying not to wiggle my hand too much. That's a bit more Simpson-y other hand. Oh, homie. Couldn't help but notice a Ninja Turtle pencil. Yeah. Usually I use a turquoise Alvin clicky pencil. I am out of the graphite leads that fit in it, so I grabbed the closest Bic I had. If I'm mistaken, these are the 2012 turtles. And that's a 07. I'm a big turtle fans. Like, of course, I will prefer the original 90s turtles, but I don't also shun the modern turtles. A turtle is a turtle, however you enjoy it, as long as you enjoy it, you know? You have good taste. I like turtles. Though I haven't seen any of the more modern movies, especially not the live action with Megan Fox. But in my case, it's really just because I really don't watch movies. I do love the first 90s live action movies. I don't love the third, because I think they couldn't afford the Jim Henson Company anymore for the suits, and they are the 2012 Turtles. Thank you. And it really took me out of it, because on top of that, there wasn't any good lighting. They didn't light these suits well, on top of the suits being ugly. But the first one and the second one, big fan. Am I still in the frame? I am not in the frame. I only saw Out of the Shadows because it had Bebop and Rocksteady. I admit, I did see the models for Bebop and Rocksteady, and they are very good. And then you learn later on that Toka and Razar existed in the second original 90s movie, because apparently they did not have the movie rights for Bebop and Rocksteady, because they actually belong to the cartoon company or the toy company, because they came up with them. Their transformation scene was spectacular. bet it was more spectacular than Toga and Razar's, because it was pretty much out of frame. Alright, let's leave her dry, and we'll move on to the last prompt. Of course, I have some blue, so I'm going to use the blue for her hair. Made me get interested in WWE, and Sheamus became one of my crushes. Oh my god, I seriously haven't watched WWE since WWF. That's how old I am. Alright, final prompt. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we shall learn. And it is Scout. Whoops, over here. Scout from Team Fortress. I have never drawn anything from Team Fortress in my life, as far as I remember. I think I did the engineer at one point. I genuinely don't remember. But hey, I know for a fact I never drew Scout. And I just saw the reference picture I decided to pick yesterday. Oh. It looks so dark and ominous when I put my hands here, because usually I have my spotlight up here, but when I draw at this table, I have to put my spotlight over here so I can actually see what I'm doing. Because then that means the shadows are over here, away from me, and not here where it overlaps with my line art, and I know. Like seriously, the most recent wrestling merch that I have in, and not the only, I have a Mr. T, but the most recent piece of merch from wrestling that I have is a big rubber, like this thing is huge, big rubber model of Hulk Hogan before he went insane. And I'm not talking story-wise. You have to imagine a very uncomfortable smile on my face right now. feeling weak. It's feeling wiggly. Screw this. Wasn't he on steroids? Oh, I'm not talking about the steroids, honey. Well, I mean, clearly they were all, but, well, maybe except Andre the Giant, he was manufacturing his own, but... Oh... Hulk Hogan had some values that I do not value later in life. Let's put it like that. But let's put it like this. If somebody is watching the stream, the Wheel of Morality was so damn close to get my request. So close. But this is why I stream these. To prove that I'm not, like, picking and choosing myself. Because then where would be the challenge? I've heard things about that, but I won't pester you about the specifics. Yeah, you might want to pester Google about it, because I'm trying not to get kicked off of YouTube. So, let's just say that some of his views, if there's somebody here that espouse some of his later views, leave. So yeah, that's how I'm going to put it. It's nice to know that Scout and I share like a weird ass set of teeth. There's one of my problems. I made his ear too close to his head. My friends and I watched Gremlin 2 earlier this year, and the scene with the Hulkster was so random. Yeah, back when he was funny. So the skull shape is good. The ear... oh, that's way better. He's still all kind of weird, but it's my first time with this guy. And this is normal. Does not change the fact he has weird teeth. That part's not my fault. And like literally my only contact with TF2 was the animations. I kind of got him looking like a Lucky Luke gag character. Okay, just with that, he looks a little bit more normal. Hi, Dread Devil. Looks good so far. Looks palatable. For a first try at somebody, it's not that bad. I'm surprised we don't have Ronald today. He must be busy. He'll probably show up tomorrow. Stay in the camera. I think I know why I have so much trouble with him. Not just because it's my first time. Get that guy some braces. Yes, please. They pretty much gave him Stephen King's mouth. Stephen King's mouth is very unique. And you know, that's not exactly flattering when you say the word unique with a question mark at the end. I'm back. Oh, there we go! Hi, Ronald! It's just a matter of time. Sorry I was late. I had to clean dishes and get soap making supplies. Oh, soap making supplies. You are full of surprises, aren't you, Ronald? You keep yourself busy. I like that. He looks like an ATM just called him an asshole. Bonus points if you recognize that reference. I will type a gold star in the comments for the person who recognizes that reference first. An ATM machine called him an asshole. Oh, that's not too bad, actually, for a character that I'm drawing for the first time. Back to Marge! Boink. But first, a little bit of water. Who's your favorite TF2 character? No idea. Literally, I saw some animations long ago. Never played Team Fortress. As far as I know, everyone's funny. That's pretty much all I know. I had one idea years ago that involved taking Rob Liefeld's infamous art and redrawing them into something decent. Oh lord. Do you think your mental health can handle it? For those who are not good at reading the situation, I cannot stress enough how I'm not making fun of Ronald right now. Oh, I'm making fun of someone, but it's not Ronald. I cheated and looked it up. It's from Maximum Overdrive. It is. You still get a star. Where did I put my Firefox so I can copy the little emoji? Oh, somebody clipped something on Twitch. That's new to me. When you see restream, that's me. Gold star. But like, this is not a job, so you guys shouldn't feel bad when you're late. Of course, I'm always going to comment on it. I'm literally just like trying to fill in dead air. But you shouldn't feel forced. This is supposed to be entertaining for you. So if you feel forced to come and see it, then what's the point? You're not having fun. Liefeld was known for being a bad draftsman and writer in American comics. I'm trying really hard not to get in trouble today. I'm trying, Lord, I'm trying. Lord knows I'm trying. Like, I'm a good artist, but I'm definitely not the best. But still. It's like a restaurant analogy. I'm not a chef, but I know what tastes less than good. But he still managed to get the big Marvel money, so good for him. He worked for it. Because you surely can't say that Liefeld was ever lazy. Not with the amount of wrinkles he would put in a baby's face. Oh my god! The man was a fan of wrinkles. Not feet, but wrinkles. Oh my god. Man loves himself a wrinkle. Jesus. Weren't they working on a Gremlin 3 this year? I mean, Hollywood is all big on bringing back, either remaking or giving sequels to movies. Gonna put some dots of snow. People are gonna complain it's March dandruff. But it's gonna make the card a little bit more eye-catching. As if Marge and the little Playboy bunny like onesie isn't eye-catching enough. To be fair, Rob did improve on his art 13 years ago. Not massively, but still. He's never gonna live that Captain America one down, though. Because I remember, I'm pretty sure it was him that tweeted his reference, and I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Somebody's gonna clip that to make me sound racist. But... and, like, Arnold was really looking to the side with his pecs at an angle. But, like, dude, his abs were at the same angle, honey. Your problem? I recall that they were making a Gremlin PS2 game over 20 years ago that was a sequel to the 2 movies, but was cancelled. Yeah, now that you mention it. Yeah. Just saying, I'm not one to judge. My anatomy is never perfect either. Lord knows I'm studying and I'm practicing. For all I know, I plateaued on my anatomy. But, jeez. Sir. And there we go for March. And we're almost done. Just gonna take yet another sip. Give you guys a chance to spend a little more time with me because I know you guys love me. Ha ha ha. Now that you guys are here, reminder that I will be taking a vacation from the 22nd to the 4th. So there's going to be some Sundays and Saturdays in there. And I will not be streaming. I will be at home getting drunk on hot chocolate. Probably playing Suikoden 1 and 2 because that was one of the goals. That was a previous goal. That was a previous throne goal, and it's on its way to my place. Waiting on it. I thought I took that off. Did it not refresh? I clearly took that off the timer. Anyway, feel free to visit my merch store anyway. I got some good stuff there. I got some Barbarian Queen Charybdis stuff. I have some pretty cool designs, at least I think so. I put a Scylla's face that's pretty cute. I did her in my Junko Mizuno style, but let's just say that I do expect either the LOL company or the Bratz Dolls company to get on my ass. But, my problem is I did have a lot of parody merch. TeePublic does allow parody merch. But apparently my parodies are too good and companies are mad. Which sucks because I have some really clever stuff. Like I had the Green Dragon, which was a parody of the Blue Lotus from Tintin. And what the Green Dragon was is in place of an actual dragon, like on the original Tintin cover, it was Bowser drawn in the same style, and instead of Tintin coming out of a Chinese vase, it was Mario and Luigi in the Tintin style coming out of a pipe. You did an excellent job with the latest Smack panel. The jokes involving Bowser and the mask were funny. Thank you. Now people are gonna really want to see what that's about. And then they're actually going to see the page in January and be like, oh. You are suspiciously juicy. I'm going to have to be extra careful. Besides, it's not really like it's a spoiler, seeing as at the time of recording this live stream, page 18 is out, I believe. And it does have Bowser dressed as the Cuban Pete costume from the mask. Why? Because I damn well felt like it. The idea made me giggle, so I did it. By the way, I have a reference of Red Scout, so I'm going to be coloring his shirt red/orange. Yeah, I don't know much about Team Fortress, but I know there's a red team and a blue team. Oh, there's a medic, there's a tank, there's a spy, there's a scout, there's an engineer. And I'm not too sure about the other ones. They are other ones, clearly. But I'm not too sure about the names of the other one. I think there's an artificer, but I could be wrong. There's one with a gas mask, so that must be that one. That made me giggle, too. That is the goal with Smack. I like it when people giggle at it. So I think half the giggle is the little kick of nostalgia. Shading in blue, if only to not make his face too heavy. Heavy is a class in TF2, isn't it? And he's often shipped with the medic. Oh, the shading is making them much better. Wouldn't it make more sense to make TF3 and fix the things wrong with modern TF2? Pyro, thank you! Speaking of Valve software, I am still baffled as to why they made Deadlock while TF2 continues to languish from neglect. I understand that they need more than Steam sales, but... well, it would make more sense to make a new one. But apparently, in media right now, new shit is verboten. They are banking like 100% on nostalgia. Which brings us back to what I mentioned before about only remaking old movies and stuff like that. The thing with neon color is that they don't really super overlap. You gotta layer often, and you guys know I'm not that big a fan of layering often. There, he's palatable. I like him. The heavy is a TF2 class, yes. Alright! Bang. And with that, I believe we're done for today. Let's try to back up and not throw everything on the ground. So we have Scout that I'm going to put way over here. Put that up here so you guys get a better look. We got Marge. We got Peppermint Patty, Dragon Ball style. And we are going to scoop them a little bit so we can see. Come on, Patty. Get over there. The first one. Wario dressed as Ebenezer Scrooge, but in a good mood because money. My favorites are Spy and Medic. Like I said, all I know about them is that they're all funny. That's all I know. Hero, you really gotta play more games. No, I don't. I just want to play my little JRPG by myself. That's all I want to do. Let me play my little JRPGs by myself. I don't want to play with other people. You hate people. That's not what I said. I just don't want to play with other people. There are turkeys outside my window. Go get one. Free lunch. Gobble, gobble. Here we don't get turkeys, but we do get pheasants. And hunting licenses. Anyway! Gonna leave it here for a little bit longer. Oh, we just reached 3 o'clock. It's not often we reach like a perfect equal time. Therefore, we are going to the bookend. And we're going to speak super fast, extra special, caramel drizzle, rainbow sprinkle, chocolate syrup, thanks to our supporters, Ember People, Camus Elvis, Bad Multiplayers, Man 2, H, Law 6, R, S, RT, Tanuk, Jeff B, and our part-time supporters, Super Dude, 808, and Rocket Mouse. Your continued or part-time support is always appreciated. Of course, next live stream is going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time, I don't know you, I don't know your life. Reminder that these cards are going to be dropped in the shop shortly after I finish the stream. So keep an eye on that if you want one, and preferably outside of the States, because I cannot ship to the United States right now for obvious orange reasons. So, I hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. A lot of fun drawing it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all, and bye-bye.